Okay, so I'd like you to learn how to strengthen your legs and the capacity you have to work with your legs. So maybe next time you come on, if you have just a simple chair, like you can see the chair I've got, it's a chair that we get from for the practice, but it's like any chair that it's like a fold up chair, a good fold up. Yeah.
Okay.
So I use this a lot when I'm teaching a lot of therapy based yoga, and I also use it for all my students who've been with me for many, many, many years because
Okay.
it's used to show alignment and correctness. So if you just have your yoga mat, you have at least a piece of wall you can work with. We'll work with the wall because I've done a lot of work with the other lady that's on right now with the chair. So we can both work with the wall. You can take your mat to the wall and we can do a bit of work with the wall, just so you know how you can work through your legs a little bit better. The gap you've got there, we can start with that. Just understand how you can work and open up, because you said you've got the lower back going on, and even the other lady that's on here, I need to help her with her pelvis anyway. So hi Sarah,
Okay.
and we'll have your feet in line with your hips, like so. I'll just wait for you to get settled. Great. So you can just get in there, can't you? Which is quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Can you see me clearly? I've got my feet in line with my hips. Let the outer heels tend to go in life. So when you're standing, the number one rule is, can we have our feet straight? So in order to do that, if you look down at your feet, don't let the outer heels go in because they tend to go inward. We want to keep them out in line with the little toes. The pelvis here has an opportunity to align itself. Put your fingers just here above your thighs where there's a little groove where the hip bones are higher, your legs are here, and you can feel that little groove there. So you have your fingers just there. And then you lift the toes up for me. So I'm asking you to lift the toes up to give you an idea of how your inner arches lift up. Did you feel that? Feet firmly on the floor. When you lift your toes up, you feel that you come onto the ball mount of your big toe. The little toe is lazy because it's unused. We're going to try and lift that up too. It's very difficult to get the little toe mount on the ground because there's just no connection. But we still need to have four corners of our feet grounded into the floor. And then take your awareness to your inner heel and take your awareness to the outer heel and feel the shift coming through your legs. So toes come up, feel the pressure under the big toe mount. You've got a little toe mount as well, if we can gauge it by lifting the little toe up. And then just go to the inner heel, outer heel, and feel your legs wake up. If you can lift your thigh bone muscles up a little bit, come all the way to where your fingers are, you get a bit more engagement. So you're already feeling your legs feeling a little more secure and strong. Would you not say that? Just feel the energy coming through your legs. Good. So to let the legs take over, because when we come halfway here, we're not using the lower back muscles. You have to work in strengthening your legs. So we're coming halfway. So we're not folding forward in the middle of the mat. I'm using the wall and the ground and the awareness through your legs to come halfway. So when you come halfway, release your eyes down, release your gaze down, release the top of the head down so your neck is happy and long. Then you can release your hands down. Now, it's not about the hands touching the floor. You just let them go. I want you to hang your upper body, let it just fall over the lower body, but the legs are on charge. They're super active. So we bring awareness to your legs because your legs are half your body and they need to look after what we call your lower triangle, the lower part of your body. And then the upper part we'll do with the hands. So just take a moment here. Just do a couple of breaths. Now, with a breath, if you find it challenging to breathe in through your nose and out of your nose, then just breathe in through your mouth and exhale through the mouth. And just try and connect to your center. And then slowly you can build up on working through your breath. You can breathe in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. But slow that down. Don't over inhale. Observe your exhalation. I want you to just try and exhale and release. Take your awareness to any pockets and areas of tightness and tension through the legs. You feel the back of the legs now opening up. Let them do that. Put your hands back on the wall in line with your hips and use the wall to take the hips off the wall so you come into a forward fold away from the wall completely. And then I'm going to turn around. And so you can watch me. I'm just going to turn around and show you. You're going to put the hands on the wall and you're going to step back, measure your heels underneath your hips. And now I want you to open your back. So now let the hands do the work. We've opened the legs. So we come into what we call a wall half forward bend. So turn around and put your hands on the wall. The hands are roughly in line with where your chest is. So if you want to measure, you start off going close to the wall and put the hands on the wall first. Then you walk back. That's it. And then you walk back a little bit. Don't walk back too much, enough that you can see your heels and underneath your hip bones. Now I want you to press the wall and move your hips back to me because we've opened the back of the legs. That's it. Now I'd like straight arms. Separate the fingers. Try and straighten your arms. Don't bend the elbows because I can't see your arms, but I can see your back a little bit. We want to lengthen the spine. So look between your hands with your eyes, separate the fingers, and try and get two straight arms. And bring your chest towards the ground before your head. Yes. So keep separating your fingers, open your palms, connect. Then I want you to do a little more with the upper inner arms. I want you to try and rotate the upper inner arms to the ceiling. So your back's quite tight, isn't it, Libby?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really tight. I can just see a little bit of it through the screen. Move your hands up a little bit rather than too low. I think you're finding it too low. Move your hands up a little bit. Maybe you as well, Zara, move your hands up a little bit because I need you to straighten those arms. They're on, yeah? We want to lengthen through the arms so you open your chest. So we want to find straight lines through the arms, through the legs, and through the sides of your body. And then go ahead and do some breathing. Try and be still. Move your inner thighs back. Focus on the legs. So your left leg's quite tight as well, Libby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very different to your right leg. So you need to take your awareness to your left leg because it's quite inactive compared to the right. So try and be still and not move around too much. Just be still. Use the wall and press the wall with your palms and just move your hips back. Yeah, try not to move the legs because we want the space to come in your body. And if you want to lift your toes up to gauge the legs again, go ahead and do that. That's it. Take a breath in. Exhale fully. Now, I hope you haven't gone too far from the wall. I want to know that you can reach you walk your hands up. You look up the wall for me, please. Walk your hands up, look up the wall for me, both of you. Stay there. Now, step your right foot to the wall. So your heel stays on the floor and your toes go up the wall, up the skirting. So just step the right foot to the wall. The heel stays on the floor. So you were quite far back, Libby. I thought so. Can you do the half forward bend again for me? Because you kept moving back. So we wanted to measure. We want the heels underneath your hips, and I want your chest parallel to the ground. So try not to move back. Move your hips back. I know your arms are going to get tired, but this is where you're going to have to use them to help your back. Leave your heel on the floor and put your toes up the skirting. That's it. There you go. Now walk your left hand up the wall. So you're coming off your left heel. So you create space in your body. Once you've got the left hand up the wall, you want to try and walk the right hand up the wall to in line with the left. So we want to take the chest to the wall and try and rest the forehead on the wall here. It takes time to open up. So I'm just doing the yoga poses with you, using the wall rather than trying to get you to do it in the middle of the mat, because right now I need to see the structure. Yeah. Take your time. If you can take your forehead and rest it on the wall, we want to try and get into the upper back a little more. So just do a couple of rounds of inhalation and exhalation here. If you want to lift the left toes up, go ahead and lift them up. So you know you're engaging your left leg. There you go. Move your left inner thigh back. That's it. Exhale. Let's take the right foot back. Stay still. Don't disturb the distance. Go back to that half extension with both hands a little lower. Move your hips back. Measure, check in. Take a breath in. Go ahead, breathe out. Let's take the left toes to the wall. So the heel stays on the ground. The toes just go up the skirting. That's it. And just walk your right hand up the wall first. So we come from the right heel all the way up the wall with the right hand. Nice. Stay there. Now go ahead and breathe into your back. And again, as I said, exhale through your mouth to connect to your abdomen if you're finding it challenging to breathe in and out of your nose. And then go ahead and walk your hands up the wall, the left one. Try and get it in line, Zara, the left one in line with the right. That's it. So you get an even extension through the spine. Yeah. And press the palms, separate the fingers. And as you extend through the arms, lengthen the spine and walk your, if you can get the forehead on the wall, you do, but don't force anything to happen. Can you feel, try and breathe into your ribs. Try and breathe into your ribs. Breathe into your side ribs. Take another moment. Go to your breath. And then take the foot back and bring both hands back on the wall and do that half measurement again. Find your exhalation. And then just inhale and stand for a moment. And be still and observe yourself. Extend the arms, extend the fingers. You need to open your palms, extend your fingers, stretch the fingers, separate the toes, and just check in with your legs. Keep moving the shoulders down, move the shoulder blades in. Go to your breath. Just breathe in, breathe out. Exhale. And then inhale and turn around. So you can use the chair, Zara. Libby, turn around. I can see you've got your settee there, right? You know that arm of your settee? Chair. Bring your chair where your left leg is, just there. So because you don't have a chair, I want you to visualize if you had a chair, what would happen. So you've got the wall behind you. You put your hands on the wall. I want to open up your hips. So you see what freedom you can bring around your lower back. We're going to do a version of what we call the tree pose. I want you to turn the left foot to the left, and I want you to put it on the arm of your settee just there. Can you see? You're going to use the chair, Zara. Wall there, press it, and put the back of your left hand on the inner knee here. That's it. And stand still. And now you need to feel the separation. So Zara, you need to walk your left foot a little further forward to the left. Keep walking your foot on the chair. It's not wide enough. That's it. And stand up straight. So what happens is the minute we open the hip on the left, the right hip bone wants to come to the left as well. You want to take your mind to the right hip bone and move it to the right. And then try and move the knee to the left. Can you feel? So it's hard. So you've got this. This arm eventually goes up because we want to press the right heel and lengthen through the right leg. And what would eventually happen is you would bring that left foot onto the inner thigh to do tree pose. But that's hard to balance. So we need to focus on this standing leg. Can you see how you can feel the leg get stronger? Then if you can take the left arm up, you energize through your arms, but you try and keep the left knee going back. You press the right foot. If you want to lift the toes up on your right foot to activate that leg a little more, go ahead and do that. So you can feel the pelvis opening. At the same time, you're strengthening your standing leg. Yes? And then if you were going to do tree pose and you went to a yoga class, you bring the foot here. But then if you're already got joint issues and you've got osteoporosis coming in and you're trying to balance here and we're shaking around quite a lot, sometimes we put unnecessary strain on the joint. So rather you get the benefit of the pose, do this, and then try and do your balancing and then release. So when you stand and you close your eyes and you just put your hands on the wall, just close your eyes, observe the shift in the legs. And we can go ahead and do tree pose, but first let's do it this way. So Zara, you would just move your chair up and put the other foot, the right foot, but then for you, Libby, you would have to turn around, face the wall and do the other side. So then you get your right foot on the chair. So you're still doing it, you're just facing away from us. And you just repeat. And you'll notice how much your knee comes to the wall, and you need to take your right hand on the inner knee and now try and move that away from the wall. Keep your left hand on the wall. And just, well, you can put it, because you're facing the wall now, just open up. So you want to try and open your pelvis either into the room or to the wall. Take your time. Just focus on your standing leg. And then from the standing foot and leg, we try and take that left arm all the way up. So we're looking for that strength, the foundation through the leg, lifting up. And if you have enough energy coming through the body, you press that standing foot and the right hand. And of course, then the eventual pose is tree pose, foot to thigh, and then the palms would come together. But it's a lot that's required to get this. See, the arms are not straight right now, Zara, so don't push it. You need
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I know, but I'm just saying that why not get the opening in your back? And I'm going to show you what to do with that in just a moment once we finish this. And then you can build onto it. And exhale. And then come around. So it's a beautiful practice if we can all do it, but it's meant that we all do it. We're not all meant to achieve what you see on social media or in magazines, the perfect pose. It's not perfection to you, what your needs are and what you're doing. We adapt the practice for our needs. If it comes, it comes. Let's have a go and see what happens if we balance. The wall is behind us. So if we bring our feet together and go, feet together, Libby, to start. Bring our feet together and activate. Let's lift the toes up. See how much activation you get through the legs. So the reason I keep saying lift the toes up, because you're probably not going to understand how to activate. So this is a quick little feeling, but you've got to keep the activation switched on and release the toes down. And still try and keep those legs active. Press the right foot. Tiptoe on the left, use the wall, pick up the foot. Just look for balance. Turn the knee out. That's already coming to you, a little bit of tree. Can you feel? But there's a lot of activity now going on in that leg. Yes? And then if you want to use the wall and just leave your hands there and try. And this is how you work on balancing and strengthening. Not asking you to take the foot up. Because if I tell you to take the foot up, we're going to lose the awareness on this leg. And release. So practice on standing strength and then bring in the balancing part. Press the left foot. We'll just get into that tree shape. Just do a little tree. And then I'm going to show you how to connect to a little tree in a minute. So just finding that standing strength here. And it's all happening here. It's like lifting up through the lower belly here, connecting to our center. And release. And come back. We'll do one more. And then you see how you feel when you've got the connection of the foot. So palms on the wall, again, tiptoe on the left. You can put the heel onto the right shin and the toes onto the right foot. So now the foot's connected to the right leg and you move the knee out. So there's a little tree for you. We're just balancing here on a little tree. We move the knee out so the hip stays open here. The toes are on the right foot. The heel is on the shin. And if you're ready, if you want to do a little tree, you balance. Just a tiny little tree here. And just notice what's going on. Yes, exactly, right? You go back to the wall. It's there for you. The wall's there. You have half a palm. You have half a leg. You bring it together. You work it out. The wall is there. I don't want you to put pressure on the joints. I want you to work on standing strength. This is enough. And release. But already that foot's grounded. You can feel it. Do the left foot. Right toes, heel comes up, sits gently on the shin. You can just move the knee out a little bit and just again be here. And then just notice the shift in the body, the shift in your leg. And if you want to bring it together, try both sides. This one is my wobbly side because I've got the osteoporosis in this foot. So I've got the inflammatory arthritis in that foot. So I've lost the ability to ground that leg. But hey, that doesn't mean I'm not going to practice. I'm going to chip away and still maintain as much strength around the foot that I can. But because of the deterioration of the bone, it's a completely different foot today than it was 5 years ago. So practice keeps me in good check, but I still want to do my poses. I still want to do my tree. I want to just use the wall. I want to use my chair because it's the shape we want to get the benefit of the pose. It's a very powerful hip opener, which helps release your back. And then release. And we'll do a forward bend before I get to your upper back. So we just release. So now this forward bend becomes recovery. Just hips on the wall and let yourself just hang. Just hang, release the arms, release the legs, let the head just drop. Because you recover and you reset the nervous system here. Don't forget to exhale through the mouth. Connect through the abdomen. Take a breath in. Exhale completely. And press your feet and gently come up. Let me show you something for your upper back. Please press your feet, come up. And you can use a chair if you want, Zara. It's exactly the same. Libby, you can use your sofa. So if you bring your mat round to the front of your sofa, just you can turn it horizontal. And we put our hands so on the chair or the sofa like this. And you're on your knees. You see? And then you would gently put your forearms on this chair, bring your palms together, and move your hips back. So you want to take your head in front of the chair or the sofa, move the palms into your mid back, and bring the chest down. So now you're really opening up your back, and you're spreading the buttocks into the ceiling, and just allowing the side body to extend here. Just let what we call the armpit chest area open up. So you're releasing your back. Try and bring the elbows in, please, not out. Have the elbows in. They're not out. So the elbows are very much in. You bring your palms together and challenge the back to open. You can move your knees back a little bit, Sarah. That's it. Think more chest, not head. Upper back, Sarah, to go down. Look up and then take the chest down first. Yeah, move your knees back a little bit. So move the knees back a little bit more so you get length through your spine. There you go. That's it. There you go. Good. Now, there you go. And then soften the belly and pick the belly up every exhale. Then you can release your gaze and your head down and let that area open. Great. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. And very slowly inhale to bring yourself up. So when you gauge that opening in the upper back, you can now take that into your downward facing dog. So you put your hands, think about the legs, think about the side body. If you put your hands on the floor, separate the fingers, you have to rotate the upper inner arms forward, lift the hips up. The legs are the same legs you used off the wall. Think about the opening in the hips, lift the inner groins up and come into a downward facing dog. So similar to what you've just done with your arms, but now the upper back is open. Pick it up. And then there you go. Try and keep your feet hip width and rotate the upper inner arms to the ceiling. You'll get a little more for your upper back. So we don't move the hands, we leave the fingers extending forward, but we do rotate the upper inner arms to the ceiling. So look at those legs, Zara. They need to wake up. You need to move your thighs back. Yeah. And you need to move your hands much further forward, much further. And think about side body going back. So you've got quite a lot of heaviness in your upper back as well, Libby. Have back rest. Yep. Take your hands back and release the hands as well. Yeah. And then think about your breath, because your breath is really going to help you. Just breathe into your upper back. Exhale through your mouth. Zara, you can come down slowly and rest. Take your hips back and release your hands as well. Just take a few moments. And then very slowly press your shins. Inhale, come up. Slowly does it. Yeah. You're right. It's a tiny little snapshot of.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.